So the mantle's in, we're moving along. Should we paint it or not? I've made up my mind. They say an eco-friendly house can't be built in 150 days for $150,000, and I say it can. I'm Alan Smith. Join me as I push the limits with time, budget, and creativity with the Garden Home Challenge, exclusively on eHow Home. You know, there's just something marvelous about a fireplace, and it's so thrilling to finally see this room, or at least this end of the room, where we have what is close to the finished wall material. So I have paint to apply, but the mantle is now attached, not completely and permanently attached, because there's a lot of work that has to be done to it yet. We'll get to that in just a minute. But what I'm working on right here is we have about a 14-inch expanse from just in here, just inside this part of the mantle to here, and then it's 41 inches across here. And what I want to do is make sure that we're thinking about what this hearth stone will be. And this is a very practical part of a firebox. The idea initially was put forth, I believe it was by Marcus, that perhaps we do this with some sort of brick or brick tile. If we did solid brick, they're going to sit up above the floor. I don't really like that. I want something flush with the floor. Particularly if you want to put a chair or you want to set something near the firebox. If you have something sitting up, it's going to always be sort of whopper jawed and will never be able to sit level. And the other thing is, with an insert like this, if this were a classic firebox, this part here, the bottom of the firebox itself, would be level here, so it's not. So whatever this material is here for the hearth, we're going to bring up across here, and we're going to bring it up vertically and across the top horizontally, and then back down vertically. Now, if we went with brick, we would have to be using half-sawn brick or brick tile. This is very smooth. There's really no way to attach that, I don't think, very successfully. This is going to get hot, you're going to get expansion and contraction, and you're going to have mortar breaking and cracking. So it just makes sense to me that we find a lovely piece of stone. Not anything fancy, we don't need granite. Love to find a piece of field stone, something that's from nearby, something that feels really indigenous for both the hearth and for this complete surround around this firebox insert. The idea is that you really don't want it to look like an insert if you can, and I think playing down the materials will really help that. Now let's talk about the mantle itself. You can see that this mantle, well, I'm very proud of it, by the way, because we were recycling. This mantle comes from the 1830s. It still has its original milk paint finish, and milk paint was a very inexpensive way to mix pigment with milk and apply it and get color onto things. And you can see this was really sort of a lovely dove gray here, but it's all but come off. And I think that what we need to do here is do just what we did with the front door, and that's fill in some of these gaps and these places. This mantle had been through a fire. I'd pointed it out in the past, and you'd seen how it had burned, even charred here. So what I'm going to do is have Tony take this down, and we're going to fix it up, and we're going to put a nice coat of paint on it, because I think it's going to fit into the decor of the house beautifully that way. And we're at that point now, we're beginning to have to think about what will the final decor of this room begin to look like. Hey, keep checking in with us, because this is going to transform very rapidly. And tell a friend about what we're doing here with our house updates, and subscribe to eHow Home.